Hi, and welcome to the Global Educator Support Series. I'm Stephanie Rothstein, founding member of Global GEG and co-leader for GEG Northern California. Educators are often alone in their classrooms, both in person and especially virtually. The goal of this video is to help you as an educator understand how to utilize your students in a virtual session by assigning them specific jobs. There are 5 virtual classroom student jobs that I cannot live without. The first is the welcomer. After about 5 minutes of the class starting, the welcomer is there to greet anyone who has come in late, or maybe if they had technical issues, they've finally been able to make it inside the classroom. So the welcomer, what they would do for anyone that arrives late to the class is they would greet them kindly. They would type hello in the chat with that person's name, and they would let them know what I, as the teacher, have done thus far in about 1 to 2 sentences. The second job is the questioner. This person has the power to unmute themselves while I'm presenting and let me know if there are questions that are appearing in the chat that I need to pause and answer. The other thing that they can let me know is if anyone is asking me to slow down or to repeat information. Next up is our linker. I often am giving my students some links in the chat while we are having a virtual classroom session. And the linker is someone who has saved these links for whenever it is inevitable that a student will ask for them again. That linker is ready to paste them in. The fourth job is the timekeeper. I need timekeepers. Whenever we have small group sessions and people are moving into smaller mini meets or breakout spaces, that timekeeper is there to help guide that small group when I cannot. In addition, I often am asking students to do multiple things in those kinds of spaces, and I am trusting that they're able to move from task to task. A timekeeper can help with that as well. When we're in our large virtual classroom, that timekeeper can alert me if I have forgotten to move on or have forgotten the amount of time that we have for something. Usually I will use my own timers, but it really does help to have an actual person paying attention to that. Last but never least are our note takers. And I often ask students to be taking their own notes if necessary during a session. But the note takers have a very special job. Their notes are not just going to be utilized for themselves, but they'll be published for my class. So I often ask our note takers if they are comfortable to do a different kind of style of note taking, perhaps a sketch note, for instance. The note takers then would provide me their notes, and when I publish my meeting session for that particular day, I also would publish the agenda and their notes along with it to help anyone who is absent or maybe needs to review the lesson. All of these jobs have made a world of difference for me as an educator, especially while we are virtual. And I know for sure that I'm going to utilize them both in a virtual and in a live, real classroom setting. Thank you for watching. I wrote about these jobs in an article for Edutopia linked in the description of this video. Be sure to check out the other videos in the Global Educator series made by Global GEG.